Thank you, Ray Dog. Yeah. We go back a ways. I go back to when he was doing this as a monthly journal. I was a frequent contributor.
That's right.
He went bi-monthly. He never went bisexually, but he did go bi-monthly.
Well, I didn't like to talk about that.
That's right.
It's best to keep a little magic to yourself.
Magic to yourself. And in your hymnals, it's page 59. And this poem is called A Peculiar Shade of Midnight. Oh, excuse me, I did that again. It's A Peculiar Shade of Moonlight, but I wrote it at midnight. I woke up screaming from a dream. I'd been reading Yeats for about a month, going back through all of Yeats's plays. Well, this one came out one night. It's called A Peculiar Shade of Moonlight. Under a peculiar shade of moonlight, let's just say I'd been reading Yeats before finally falling asleep. One of his plays, On Bailey's Strand, there's Cuchulainn gone mad in his war frenzy. This mouse that's gnawing at the timbers of the world, I wake up screeching, pay attention to the grist, the morsels, and the bits. Oh. We have come to know how ordinary this tapestry becomes because of birth, because of death, and that copper taste on the tip of the tongue. Provenance, a bloodied river, a frequency of occurrence, statistics, modified, massaged, messaged, history, a phantom of truth, streams through the wobble of this war or the next, or the next. Oh, that chill frost on the early morning fray beneath the cold, distant stars. Now what is left to do? It's like screaming at a phantom limb. That's how it is sometimes in the deepest blue of any given night, when the war continues to rage and fleshy parts of us burn, when the children grown old contort before our midnight eyes. And there is a house with a mouse gnawing at the timbers. The sleek little orange bastard is almost chewed through. Yes. Yes. What is left for us to do? And this is a sort of a love poem. It's called Smooth as Satan. Smooth as Satan. Come away from the window, my muse said. It's only yesterday, ranting history, not truth. The wind has died down since dawn. Crumple, crumple, time's running out. Do I hear weeping from the small garden where myths mistaken for fact? A blurring, buzzing, a dull, unsure voice, a name being called, unnoticed, a thought, slow grace, loose tongue, chat, an ache in the skull, a looking glass, an apple sticking in the throat, a recalcitrant God, loose tongue ignored, a poet's desire to hear new, be new, make new, to burn clean, crumble, crumble. Try not to flinch in the endless light, to be born in the empty soul, a God himself afflicted with an abstract vainness like his creation, led by spurious light, smooth as Satan. an exactness without unction. I will come away from the window, the garden, and history. Oh, Muse, you look much like someone I knew once, only once. That was going to be part of the working title of a book that is being published called A Circle of Bones. And this next one I read last week. I thought I'd bring it up again. It's called Singularity. This will also be in Circle of Bones.
Who's publishing that?
By the way, Rain Dog, Nine Toe Press. Thank God. Singularity. I read somewhere that astronomers, astrophysicists, quantum theoreticians expect an occurrence, a phenomenon at the center of a black hole, expressed mathematically in our universe, called a singularity. So dense is this location. The compression is so great, anything pulled into it is pulverized, shredded, torn into incomprehensible tiny bits. That as yet, there is no equation which can define this expectation nor predict its relevance. It seems to state that we'd come face to cheek with God's ass. And that there may exist dimensions, parameters so flexible, so tweaked, that Professor Peabody's Wayback Machine would be a feasible risk. God's ass, exposed for all to see. No variables to infer, no rationale too extreme. Singularity. Ice, baby, ice. Ice cold, diamond hard bleakness, Buddha's drop of water, deafening silence, celestial grief, Zen, James Dean, Kerouac, Snyder, valence to a 10th parsec, jelly roll haircuts, a flat head, V8, 49, Merc, chopped, flamed, dropped, diamond tucked, with a noxious ice oxide boost, a reversed polarity drag strip, Saturday night, roaring, spinning forever and ever, yeah. Singularity, baby, yeah. Kind of mushed that up a little bit, sorry. And this is the last piece, and this is just kind of a dream. This will also be in Rain Dog Publishing, Circle of Bones. All that's left of the 4th of July. Standing, talking, leaning over the kitchen sink, eating a very ripe peach. Juice and sticky pulp running down my chin. Barefoot. June, first fruit, hot winds wound the skin. Wet eyes smarting, a smudged collection. A pie crust. Peach pie. All that's left of the 4th of July. The days grow shorter. Come September, 101 degrees, weather sweat-drenched, melon season, heady laced with melancholy. A distant thunderstorm lighting the mountainside miles away. The rumble, barely audible, ragged, muffled, tympanic someone else is talking, shouting, singing. Nightfall. A different summer. Seems it was August. A spoonful of blackberry sorbet, a trace of charcoal scent, a sip of Cabernet, a full liter. Was I sleeping when you came in? Traffic noise, other voices roll, tumble down a nearby hillside. No rain, no mist, no fog. A dusty, moonless sky, then quiet, then a song. Thin, high, breathy, note holding a relic past life. spooling words strung on a wire, slow decay, duplicity, solitude, a chronology of skittles and spins, a preponderance of evidence to a contrary journey just started, a road dissipating, free will just out of reach, preposterous, a peach pie melon sorbet memory jumbled, decomposing, the body at rest remains at rest, a soul restless. But somewhere all of these occurrences coalesced, colluded to make you come back. Why is this soliloquy harping on a long forgotten, misshapen continuum? An argument about the soul's instability, weak, contingent, easily driven off course, evil and sinful. The cause, not the effect. You weren't there that night. She was. And he, with you. Your letter said, or I said, guilty by implication. A ripe peach, standing, signifying something lost, gained. Yes, I'd been sleeping, then waking, now in my impermanent coat, my collar up, your hand in mine. We wait.